the 16-bit summer continues to roll along. And with that comes the end of the first contest of this season. So yeah, the contest to win a Neo Geo Mini International is over. And with 4 entrants with 36 total entries among them, the winner is Max M. So I don't know if you'll be watching this video, Max, but if you do, I will be contacting you once this goes up to gather your information so I can ship you your mini console. So yeah, kind of surprised with how that went. Only 4 total entrants. Don't know how much of that was me not really advertising this as well as I should have, or how much of that was the Neo Geo not really being the hottest console out there. I mean, I appreciate the games that are on the mini console, but I will admit the library isn't as iconic as, say, the Sega Genesis or the Super Nintendo. Speaking of which, for the month of July, the contest will be for a Sega Genesis Mini. Is that what they're going to be calling it? And obviously the console isn't out yet. So I'll just have to work out a deal with the winner to have the console shipped directly to their door on launch day. Probably gonna switch things up for this month and actually shell out some money on Gleam to get more contest options. Because the free tier, while usable, is just kind of bleh. And I do like the idea of bonus daily points, but it does seem kind of messed up to have that going for the entire freaking month. Granted, nobody really did that for this one, which is kind of shocking. Like, I think the most daily entries I saw were like 8. So it was a pretty even spread of interactions among each of the entrants. Well, pretty even, not counting the other ways to enter. But yeah, somebody potentially getting 31 bonus entries is kind of a bit lopsided. So if anything, I'll probably not have that until maybe like the last week or 2 of the month. So with that said, here is all of the current ways to enter for the Sega Genesis Mini contest, which begins now. So yeah, check that out if you're interested. And I'll see you next time as the 16-bit summer continues to roll along. Goodbye.